All right, y'all. I made it back. I apologize that it took me so long to get back. I'm so sorry. I really apologize. Whew. Something hit me earlier today, and I have no words because I still don't know what happened. But I'm here to discuss vulnerability. That was the first thing that I wanted to bring up. And I had started this video earlier, but I was interrupted several times, so I just deleted it. Yeah. And I said I'll start over. So this is our this is let me just start by saying welcome to our weekly intervention, right? I heard an echo. Hmm, that was different. But anyway, welcome to our weekly intervention. And this is where we um, discuss just a little bit, um, discuss our inner child, what symptoms may be showing up there, and our shadow, and what symptoms are showing up there, and what we need to embrace as far as our shadow is concerned, right? But this week I said I wanted to just focus on the inner child. It was just, I was led to this. I was guided to this, vulnerability. It just kept coming up, kept coming up, kept coming up. Being vulnerable, vulnerability, being vulnerable. You're vulnerable to this, you're vulnerable to that. And I mean, it just stayed and would not go. So I said, let me just go ahead and do that and see what we can get from this, and just from our reflection on it for the rest of the week until next week, or until I am led to do another video. And I got my robe on, but that's only because I had to lay it down and it was just I don't know what happened. I don't know. I cannot explain it. I cannot. I knew I had to cook today. I knew that. I got up early as I normally do, and I did some exercises. And I do exercise. I've been making that part of my routine lately to exercise. But I did some different exercises this morning. Wasn't nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing too unusual that my body should not have been used to. But I don't know. Anyway, so I put up a post and showed the one card that just fell out, and that was service, right? And then the one that was left that was on the bottom of the deck is intuition, and it is still there. See, that's the service one. That's the one that just take your screenshot of that if you can. I can't. Let's see. Try that. And then you can enlarge it so you can see it and read it right. But yeah, so that was one that basically fell out, like I said. And this is the one, intuition, that is on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I gotta hurry up and do my nails. I'm just not in no rush to do them. I don't know why. I usually am, but I'm just not right now. Okay, vulnerability. So when I looked up the word vulnerability, It says the state of being susceptible to harm or attack, either physically or emotionally. It happens when you're honest and transparent with your feelings, thoughts, and experiences by sharing personal stress, no, personal stories, sorry about that, personal stories or admitting mistakes. And being vulnerable invites others to see you as you truly are. That's what that's the backlash you can get from being vulnerable, is that it invites others to see you as you truly are. But my thing is, I don't mind that. You know, I don't mind people seeing me as I truly am. I want to be myself. That's been my problem over the years. I haven't been able to be myself. It's like I was placed in these boxes of what they perceived me to be. And when I say they, I was married twice. Okay. My first husband placed me in this box of what he perceived that I should be. My second husband, that just passed away, he placed me in a box of what he perceived I should be. I'm not comparing those two at all. I'm not. I'm just saying this. They didn't believe in who I was at the time. To them, I was something that they needed to fix and to change. And why? I don't know. But it was like they could not believe that I was truly the person that they see. I wasn't. Oh, help me. Oh my gosh. I gotta get this out. I've always been told I was a sweet person, always. And, oh, you're such a sweet person, and you're so this and you're so that. You don't ever, you don't get upset. You don't let things get to you. I mean, things like that. That's just how I was. As a kid, I was the same way. I was just so nonchalant, laid back, and free. That's what they could not stand, is that I was free. I was free. I'm going to take that out. But anyway, well, that gun was pretty good, though. I didn't want to really try to get rid of it. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, I was free. Because I was free to be me. I was free to be myself. Yeah. So, and I think what it is, well, what I know it is that they were not free like I was. They weren't able to be who they wanted to be. And me being that free person, that little butterfly that could just flicker and do-de-do, and nothing too much bothered me. Nothing too much bothered me. They just couldn't believe it, and so they felt like they needed to fix that. Okay? Now, the first one, and why am I bringing up my past? It's because this is Mercury retrograde, and it is retrograding, y'all, when I tell you. When I say that, it is. But I bring these two situations up because it's going to help somebody. I know it is. I know it is. But the first one, I was like his trophy, his trophy person, his trophy woman, his trophy wife, because we eventually did get married. But yeah, and in order for him to keep me in line and keep me and make me not be so carefree and free to be me and to break me down, this man cheated all the time. Cheated and babies. So once I realized that, okay, a person really doesn't love you if they can do you like that, there's a lot of things missing in that relationship dynamic if that person, ooh, gosh, hot, if that person can treat you like that. This I knew this was gonna be tough. I knew it. But anyway, we're gonna get through it. Captain, my spiritual guys, spiritual teams. Yes, y'all with me, y'all got me. Yeah. So that was his way of keeping me in check, and also letting me, or either telling me that I can make you behave like this. You are not as sweet as they think you are, because I can make you react to this. And I did. I did. It went on so long, and it was just going on and on and on until I started to react. I started to react to the way I was being treated. Okay, that's one. So once I got out of that relationship, I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it no more. Who could? I mean, I took it for as long as I could. I did. I really did. I gave it the best I could give. I gave it my all, y'all. I did. But I was able to get away. So I got away. And I started living my life again. I had to move out of state. I always knew I was going to have to, because I did not want to be around any of it anymore. So I moved out of state. Yes, I did. And I started a new life, a new beginning for me and my kids. I had two at the time. So, So I moved to a different state, meeting new people. That's where I met my second husband. He just came out and told me, he said, it is no way that you are as sweet as you are, even though that's what he fell in love with. The other one did too. But they was like, ain't no way. This has got to be a game. This has got to be, this ain't real. This ain't real. It's not real. You cannot be like this. This is not you. You ain't like this for real. So, yeah. So his thing was, you being like this, people are going to walk all over you. They're going to treat you like this, and they're going to treat you like that. And I'm not having it. So I'm getting ready to make you tough. You ain't getting ready to let nobody walk over you ever again. Because he knew the situation with my ex-husband, right? And he's like, that's not going to happen again. When I tell you, When that man got through with me, nothing. I didn't take nothing. Nothing from nobody. I'm doing a video, baby. She'd be like, so? That ain't got nothing to do. I said, hi. She cracks me up when she do that. But anyway, I don't know why that makes me laugh. But anyway, he was like, that ain't get ready to happen no more. So when I tell you he toughened me up, he really did. And he made me to where I took nothing and I said what I said when I said it, and I meant it. And when I was approached and I came back this way to people, they were like, you? This is coming from you? But then they realized, okay, she's with so-and-so, so she ain't got no choice. She gonna be like that. But I didn't have a choice. That he made me so tough when it came to my words and things. I was just so tough. And then what really put the icing on the cake is when I turned it around on him. And everything he taught me and made me be was being redirected right back to him. And he was like, excuse my expression, but he was like, damn. You know? I guess he said, it wasn't meant for me, but hey, you didn't say. You didn't, when you was making me and creating that monster that you created, you didn't say that I wasn't supposed to treat you like that. But anyway, those were the boxes that I was placed into because they didn't understand who I really was and am right now. Who I am right now, this is what I've always been, but being with those two individuals, I wasn't allowed to be this way. I wasn't allowed to be calm and cool unless I was getting ready to cuss on so-and-so out, you know, and very, very properly cuss you out and or set you out or snap on you or whatever I had to do, I did it, and that was it. That was it. But that was where they wanted me to be. And even though they wanted me to be that way, they were not happy with me being that way because that's not what drew them to me. What drew them to me was this. Me being free, me being who I am and who I want to be. That's what drew them to me. So hopefully, maybe that'll help somebody with where you at right now in your relationship, maybe, or the relationship you're getting ready to be in. Because you're getting ready to be in a relationship. Let's see, here I go with that. When I start doing that, I'm already picking up on energies, and it makes me want to read cards when I do that. But let me get this done, and I might do a reading later on tonight. I might. If I'm led to, I'm just gonna have to get up and go do it. But to finish this off, the inner child, the service, I'm gonna speak about the service card that it was pulled for the weekly intervention, and it says service. Altruism, the font is in script. Altruism, generosity, and impact. That's the light side of it, of service. The shadow side of service is selfishness, indifference, and neglect. Okay? And at the bottom it says, serve others with love and compassion, make a difference. That's what I did. That's what I tried to do in both relationships. I tried to make a difference. I did. I tried. But at the time, I didn't see any progression. Now with my second husband, who just passed a couple of years ago, I know I did with him. And one thing he used to do, and the first time he did it, I was like, really? But he didn't stop. It continued. He did it until he wasn't able to do it anymore. And that was serve me. Anytime we had dinner, breakfast, lunch, he would bring me my food. My food. He would bring it to me every time. He didn't care where I was. And I would always tell him, I'll come out, or either I'll come in there, or I'll come to the dining room, or I'll do. And he said, okay, well, you bring it with you. But he served me my dinner, breakfast, and lunch every day. Every time we cooked, that's what he would do. When I tried to do that for him, he didn't like it. He didn't like it. But anyway, but I tried. But he didn't want me. He said, no, you don't do that for me. I'm like, really? He's, yeah, no, you don't do that for me. See, that's what I mean when I said he's like, you're not getting ready to allow anybody else to treat you like you was being treated. Yeah. So that was one thing that really surprised me about him, and him being as tough and hard as he was. You know, you could see in pictures that we took together how he did love me. He really did. But he wanted to make sure I didn't get treated like that again. But he still put me in that box that I didn't want to be in. That is not me. This is me. This is me. This is all it is to me. I'm not a very extravagant person. I like nice things. I do. I'm a Taurus. I love nice things. Love nice things. I love decorating. I love interior design. I can decorate something and have it looking. I can. That's a natural talent for me. It's natural. Decorating, designing. Now, as far as drawing, I think they miss me with the drawing. I don't know. That eye coordination kind of messes with me, like it's been doing me lately, I guess. But yeah. Let's see, this is 23 minutes. Okay. All of the interior designing and all that. Yes, I do that. I can do that. I do that. The what they're doing now with the the party planning and all that. I all of that just comes naturally to me. It just does. And when I see people do it, it makes me smile because I'm like, oh yeah, because everybody's different, and you're gonna come up with different ideas and different schemes and things like that. So yeah, I love it. I enjoy it, and I root them on. Go for it. Do your thing. Do your thing, because you got it. But that's me. That's part of my makeup. That's what I love to do. That's what I love to see. I don't ask for much. It doesn't take much to please me, as both of them found out. It does not take much to please me. You don't have to shower me with gifts and this and that, because that does not prove anything to me. It doesn't. It doesn't prove to me that you love me any more or any less. None. What stimulates me, and this might seem nerdy, what really stimulates me is for you to start telling me about something that I don't know anything about. Like you're teaching me something, but not teaching me. But we're doing this in conversation. Love it. You got my whole attention because I don't know what you're talking about, and you teaching me something new. You got all of my attention, every bit of it. And see, that's what they didn't know. Now, my second husband, he in the beginning, that's how he got my attention. But he didn't realize that was how you kept my attention. So he didn't do that anymore after we first met. He did not, and we didn't have that, and I missed that, and I kept wanting that, and I needed that, but I didn't get it. But I didn't leave him just because of that. No. But anyway, so that may help somebody. I know it's gonna help somebody. If you get to this video and you just listen to what I'm saying, listen to my stories. Listen, I've been through some things. I know some things. I didn't go into complete detail about the different things that went on in those two marriages, but I gave you a little summary, somewhat. Not a complete summary, a basic summary, put it that way. Okay, then what was in the box with it was in the bottom at the bottom of the deck was the intuition card, and it says for light, it says insight, inner wisdom, and guidance. And for the shadow, it says doubt, ignorance, and misguidance. And at the bottom, it says trust your inner voice. Your intuition knows the way. And it does. And we don't always listen to it. We don't always listen to it. We ignore it more than we listen to it, I would say. Till we know better. But yeah, so that is what I needed to discuss with you all today. And I would like it very much if you all would reflect on the things that were said in this video and the cards that that were discussed. I don't know why it was so hard for me to get that out. I don't know, but it was. Trying to make it a little longer. So, one of the reasons I brought up vulnerability was because of the ways that we can be deceived these days. Scamming, catfishing, whatnot, things of that nature. Be careful. Be careful. It is so many people being scammed. It really is. And so many people being catfished. It's sad. It really breaks my heart. Because I've been scammed before. And I've been catfished before. I had to forgive those people. And I had to forgive them. And I had to forgive myself. And I had to release those people because of what was attached to them, And I don't want it attached to me. And I just pray for their healing. I do. I really do. And I thank them for the lessons that they did teach me. Because there was lessons in those incidents. It really was. And so, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. You all have a great rest of your day and evening and week if I don't see you anymore, okay? Thank you so much for coming to check me out over here at my weekly intervention platform. And I hope you come back, and I hope you like the video. Just like it and subscribe to my channel because we got some more things to discuss, y'all. we got some more things to discuss. We got some more things to discuss and stories to tell and things like that. And we're gonna be transparent over here. I mean, I have nothing to hide anymore. I mean, it's all out there, y'all. It's all out there. But until the next time we meet, and see my little remote has been working. I want y'all to be happy. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And please come back again, okay? And stay blissful. See, it's not working.